I'm just getting ready here, just getting a couple of things ready here, folks. Just putting some live links out here for some people. Okay, so just bear with me for a wee minute. Just while I'm connecting to Facebook here. Okay, so our video and the video this evening. We're going to be talking about 7 things that stop you making money online. So I'm just copying this. Okay. Just getting started. Hi there, how you keeping? Okay, so I'm just posting this in a couple of places and then I'm going to get started. So I thought this was a very important topic to cover this evening, and that is the 7 things that are actually stopping you from making money online. So I'm just going to share my screen here with you. Bear with me, there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's my page, which I just had open, just shut down, which is quite interesting. So okay, I'm just trying to get it opened up here again. All right. So we'll just do a screen share here. And like I said, this evening's video, I'm going to be talking about 7 things that are stopping you from making money online. Okay, so Okay, so the first thing that we have that stops you making money online, stops people making money online, is having a high expectation versus a minimalist amount of effort put in. Okay, so lots of people have big expectations for making money online, but they think because the business is online that it'll take minimum effort to actually make money, which is normally not the case. Once you actually set up the business, get everything put together, get everything working, okay, all the systems and everything working, if you continually take an amount of effort, to create content, an amount of effort to market, you will eventually start making money in your business. But a lot of people just think, by getting the site up and by getting their name up there, they're going to make this one site, put 2 posts on it, and sort of walk away and leave it, and then it's going to make all this money. Okay, now this is the biggest reason for people failing, because when they do this, they walk away from it for 2 or 3 months, and then they have to maybe pay their hosting bill, they maybe pay their autoresponder, stuff like that, and then they go away after 5 or 6 months, and then they tell themselves this crazy story, which is that this doesn't work, right? And the fact is that it's not that this business doesn't work, it's that they're not working. Okay, just because it's an internet business and just because you can put a lot of content there and create a passive income doesn't mean that you're gonna, just start up a website, put 1 page up and you're going to start making all this passive income. Okay, that's not how it works. You have to put in effort. You have to put in effort, and if you don't want to put in the effort yourself, you have to pay someone else to put in the effort to build your online business. The second thing that holds people back from making money online is your systems suck. Okay, if you think you're just going to throw up a cheap website, go to some free site builder or some blogger.com or WordPress.com and throw up a cheap website and make a load of money without any systems in place, then you may be waiting around for a while, waiting for that to happen. The fact is, when you're using cheap stuff or you're using free stuff, you end up attracting like-minded people. Those like-minded people want free stuff, cheap stuff. That means you won't actually sell anything. Also, the things you have won't be, really good because they're not they're free. The third thing that really stops people, and this absolutely kills me to watch. It kills me to watch. I saw someone today, who's like, acts really professional, and they have, just they give an impression of being really, business-like and knowing what they're doing and everything and so on, and I went to their website today. I saw, a link, and I went to their website today and actually went to every single page of their website. And on every single page of their website, there wasn't one single call to action. So if anybody wanted to do business with this person, if anybody wanted to buy a training or a course or a product or anything like that, there was absolutely nothing. There was no prices. There was no names for the courses. There was no, here's what we're going to do for you, or here's what we're going to do for your business. There's absolutely no calls to action whatsoever. Now, obviously, that person does do business, and I don't know if they do it from friends online, networking, and phone calls and stuff, but I can guarantee you there's no way that that person could ever make any money from their website. So call to actions, that's a huge one. If you have a website, it's just like a brochure. There's nice pictures and you're talking about what you're selling and stuff, and that's all there is. It's going to be very, very hard for you to make any money. For non-specific, okay, another thing, like I saw on the website I was talking about today, non-specific, right? Wishy-washy pages, talking a bit about what you do, but it doesn't really give you any indication of how you're actually going to help your client. And they have no idea of the costing or what they need to actually commit to get started working with you, right? So people don't actually know what they're getting. And I'll never forget this. I'll never forget this. I did a website for someone, and did a website for someone. And let's say, I'm not going to name it or shame anybody, but there was a word communications in it, right? So basically, every time I talked to this person, we're talking about all their staff and how busy they were and all these things they were doing, right? And well, they weren't actually talking about what they were doing. They were just talking about how busy they were and stuff like this. And the thing is, even after talking to this person for like days, I still couldn't figure out what their business was, what it was doing. I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. And I said to him, like, I don't understand what your business is about, right? So anyway, about 2 or 3 days later, I got, I saw a video come up that he actually put on. And he said on the video that, he was talking to somebody recently, and they said that they didn't know what his business was about. Okay. So he said, this is what my business is about, right? And basically what he did was he walked into like a hotel room, and there was some people who were, staff employees, and they were sort of standing around the table, and he sort of walked around the hotel, and that was sort of it, right? So, I mean, so to this day, I will never know what that business was actually about, what they were doing, you know, were they trying, to me, I sort of thought in a way it seemed like a recruitment agency, but they weren't recruiting as a recruitment agency, but they were getting people in, and they were working and going to conferences, and, there was no, like, there was absolutely nothing that stated what it was about. And how can you do business, or how can you actually sell something, right? Sell product or service if you have no idea, or people have no idea what you're actually on about. Okay, so be specific in your business. Decide what your business is about. What do you actually do? I help people to set up their online blogs or websites. I help them to set up their membership sites, help them to set up their payment systems. I help them to learn how to use social media. These are the specific things that I can help people with in their business, right? So if you're doing a website and you're not specific about what you can do, and you're not specific and you tell them what they can buy, or what they need, or what courses they need, or what tools they need, then chances are they're not going to buy anything off you. The fifth one is lack of excitement. Okay. Sometimes I will go to a website and it will be really, really boring. It'll be exactly the same thing that I've seen on 1,000 websites. Again, with these websites, generally, you don't have calls to action. There's nothing exciting. There's nothing you see that comes up and says, right, I really want to get that, or I want to find out that, or, I want to learn how to do that, or I want to do that course, or whatever. It's just really boring and monotonous. And, somebody tells you, we do, we'll help you to, get you money back on your loan, or we'll do this, or we'll do that, whatever. But it's like really, really boring, and really, really corporate, and sort of, there's no call to action. There's no real call to action apart from maybe give us a phone call, give us a call, right? Now, the thing is, what people need to realize is this is 2020. It's not 1980 anymore, okay? And I see all these people with their websites and their contact me page, and give us a call, okay? I mean, 10 years ago, I actually have it now for communicating with my family sometimes. But about 10 years ago, there was a time where I actually stopped using my phone for about 2 years, because everything I did online, I was doing via Google Hangouts. I was doing it via Facebook, calls, or I was doing it via Skype. I didn't use the phone. I didn't need the phone for any reason, and I never used the phone. Okay. Um, if you said to my son to pick up the phone to ask about something, like, he won't pick up the phone to ring his bank for internet banking because he doesn't like to talk to people on the phone. He's not used to talking to people on the phone. He'll sit and he'll talk all day on the internet, talk all day on Zoom calls, talk all day on everything else. But a lot of people, are not using the phone all the time. So when you set up a website and you put your phone number, give us a call. I mean, people want to see what something is, right? Often they want to just see what it is. They want to click on it, find out more, and then they want to be able to say, yes, I want to order that. This is what I'm looking for. It's come at the right time. Click here to buy now, okay? Now, if there's nothing to make them excited and there's nothing there for them to do, chances are they're going to go away, they're going to go somewhere else, and they're going to do business with somebody else, okay? So that's another one. Another one is no database, right? Now, this is a huge problem, okay? And the reason for this is people are so, people just don't understand, right? I think people just don't understand that, a database is like the most important thing in your business, right? It's your list, it's your buyers, it's your readers, it's your subscribers, it's the people who are interested in what you're doing. And if you're not building a database of those people, it means every day you're going out on your website and you're creating content and you're trying to drag 2 or 3 people into your site, new people, because you don't have a database, because you can't send an email to your buyers or you can't send an email to your clients. And people say, well, it's cheaper if I don't have an autoresponder, I'm going to save myself, $20 a month or whatever, and that, could make or break me, right? I mean, my advice to you is pay your autoresponder before you pay your mortgage, right? Because if you stop paying your mortgage for 2 months and you have an autoresponder and you build a business, you'll be able to get money in by selling to the people on the autoresponder. If you pay your mortgage and you don't have a business, right, after 2 or 3 months with no business, you're not going to be able to pay your mortgage anyway, right? So I would say, pay for your database and use your database, sell to your database, give your database value, help them, and give them the tools and trainings and stuff that they need to be able to take their business to the next level and make more money, or to be able to get whatever benefits they're looking for, dependent on what it is that you are actually selling. The thing is, you don't have your database, then you're having to go out fishing daily for new clients, right? And it's something that you really don't need to do. And from a perspective, if you look a year down the line, if you get 5 people opting into your business every day or your website, right, at the end of 365 days, you're going to have 1,500 subscribers, or 1,500 buyers, or depending how they've opted in, right? If you save your $20 a month for a year, right, you're going to save yourself $220, but you've lost 1,500 subscribers. You've lost so much money and so many people that you're never going to see again. So if you don't have a database and you're not building one, and you're like save, and I don't mean like saving, a database and you're in a wee pad online and then trying to send emails to them. I actually sent an email today to 10 people. Now, I always use my autoresponder, but because I was sending an email to somebody else's database and there was only 10 people, right, I sent this email to 10 people just via my Gmail, right? Because I sent this email via my Gmail, when one of the people I sent it to, who I happen to know, clicked on the email, it said, this person has never sent you an email from this Gmail before. This could be dangerous. It could be suspicious. It could be, a Swisher or whatever, and all this stuff and all these warnings. Now, I would say 9 out of 10 people, when they see a message like that, are going to avoid even clicking it, right, in case they get hacked. So this is why it's stupid if you're not building a database, because when someone subscribes in an autoresponder and you send an email to them, it's well known that it's someone has opted in and they're going to, put the email in the inbox as long as you don't send a lot of junk in it, right? But if you are not building a database, or you collect 100 people's emails and then you send an email via Gmail, it's going to go into their spam. They're not going to get it, or they're going to get warnings. So it's not going to be any use having their email that way anyway. So number 7, this is huge, right? Number 7, most people set up a website, right? And whether they're truthful or not, okay, some people are just messing around and that's fine. We'll cut them out of the conversation, right? But most people actually set up a website because at the back of their head, whether they admit it or not, they actually want to make more money. They want more people to see their stuff and they want to be able to get paid or make money in some way, right? Now, the thing is, if on your website you cannot take payments online, or you can't sell your products or services from your website in an efficient manner, which will get you, more sales and more dollars value per customer, then it means you're actually losing money every day on your website. So like I said, the website I went to earlier, there was nothing to buy. There was no prices. There was absolutely nothing. The only thing I could have done if I wanted to communicate with this person is to ring them up. And why am I going to ring someone up who I don't really know, about something that they haven't even named the product? If I don't even know what the product is, I'm going to just ring them up for a chat to find out if there's a name for the product and, ask them what price the product is. I mean, seriously, this is 2020, right? No payment system, no money, no autoresponder, no mailing list to mail to buy anything, okay? So this is absolutely huge. I spoke to a lady one day who's selling all these lovely products and stuff, doesn't have a shopping cart. Told her, you need a shopping cart? It's like, no, still no shopping cart. Still, picking up the phone trying to sell stuff. People go to the website, they can't buy the stuff, That's madness. That's how to lose money in your online business. And it's something you really don't want to do if you're serious. If you're here just as a hobby or just to play, or, some people have a bad money mindset and they're scared of making money. And maybe at the back of your mind, you're scared of making money and you're afraid if you've bought on your website and people start paying too much money, it'll go against your values or something. But the thing is, if you actually want to make more money, then, you definitely want to be able to take payments in your business. So I hope you find some of this stuff interesting. I hope there was a few wee penny dropping moments when you maybe go back and look at your own website, or when you go to set up a website, you maybe think about this stuff, because this is really important stuff. It's, website money making 101. Okay. So that's it for me. If you have any of these problems and you want to find out how you can actually fix any or all of these problems in your business, then feel free to book a 30-minute digital marketing strategy consultation with me. If you just go to asksatiris.com/book now. So asksatiris.com/book now. And that's ASKSOTIRIS.com/book now. And pick a time and a date that suits you. We'll sit down, we'll go through your website, go through your business, and see how we can improve it, see what's not working in it, and see how to actually get it working and get it making you some extra money and getting you better results. Thanks very much for your time this evening. I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.